We'll now observe a meeting with a group of clients in Supported Employment Services. Now you can meet with clients individually or as a group.
So let's go take a look. Hi, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming today. We really appreciate it. Hi. My name's Sandy, and this is Gayla, my colleague. We're here today. To visit the Great Lakes Mental Health Agency to visit their supported employment program and find out what sorts of services people like you are receiving in supported employment. So how about if we start with everybody introducing themselves?
My name's Bill.
Hi, Bill.
I'm Bob.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Sue. Thank you. Nice to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Well, just to elaborate a little bit on what Sandy said, in a few days we're going to be providing the agency with a written report and some verbal comments about how they might go about improving their supported employment program services. We interview a variety of individuals in the agency, getting different perspectives, and certainly we want to get your perspectives because you're the individuals that are receiving the services, and so your comments are really important. We do not use anybody's names in that. It is going to be confidential in the sense that we're not going to use anyone's names in our report.
All right.
I agree with Bill. I like his point.
Yeah. Very good point. And yes, it is confidential to the extent that we will not be using any of your names in the information. We will be using the information that you give us today, but we won't be attaching a name to that information, all right? So we want you to be able to speak as freely and as candidly as you wish. Lastly, I'd just like to point out, is it okay with you guys if we take a few notes as we're going through this, because I won't be able to remember it all?
Sure, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Good. All right.
All right. Well, how about if we get started with talking about your employment goals?
Yeah.
Bill, I think I heard that you just got a job.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I just got a job 2 days ago.
All right.
So
Congratulations.
a new job, yeah. So I'm very happy about that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my employment specialist got it for me.
Uh-huh.
Well, we were looking around, and
Right.
it took about a month or two, and this opportunity came around. So actually, when we were starting to look for a job, I told her not to look for like fast food work jobs because I don't like to work with fast food. It's too icky with greasy stuff.
Uh-huh.
And this opportunity came around, so it came. So I'm very happy about that.
Good. So it sounds like your employment specialist really listened to what you wanted to do, and they didn't go towards fast food because you didn't like that, and you like working around people.
Yeah, and plus what's great about it is it's close to my house, so all I have to do is about a half hour of a bus ride or something, take one
That's
bus.
important.
Yeah, so that's very important.
Great. So are you seeing your employment specialist on a regular basis?
Yeah, on a regular
at all, or-
basis, definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
About how often?
Well, right now I'm going to be seeing her out frequently because I just got the job.
Okay. So she's going to work with you before you actually start your job, too. With the job.
Definitely.
Good for you, Bill.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Well, as I understand it, I'd like to hear a little bit of information from both Sue and you as well, Bob. Sue, maybe you could tell me a little bit about how I understand you're working, so maybe you could tell me a little bit of how your supported employment specialist helped you get a job and how they're helping you while you're working.
Well, my case manager told me about the employment specialist, and so I was referred there. And and when I met her, she was very considerate, and then we talked about things that would bother me, things that wouldn't bother me. Like I wouldn't want to work somewhere where I have to deal with tons of people.
Okay.
Right.
And then she approached me with the idea of a dry cleaning job, and I said that sounded different. So she was able to get special accommodations for me, so I don't have to really. I'll be in the back, so I don't have to deal with the masses of people. And also, I have a thing about money, so I don't have to worry about with that either. So I'm happy with what she's done for me. And she's supportive.
So did I understand correctly that your employment specialist contacted the employer, and then you went in for an interview, and did she come to the interview with you?
Yes, she did. She was very supportive.
Oh, terrific. And that's where you kind of made some accommodations? And about how often are you seeing your supported employment
About twice
specialist?
a week now.
A couple of times a week?
Yeah, but we usually get coffee or something.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want people to know, my business and stuff like that.
Okay. Fabulous. And Bob, what about yourself?
Well, I'm a little nervous, but I guess I'll just go ahead.
It's okay, Bob. It's all right.
Yeah, I know. Couple months back, I was having my weekly meeting with my case manager, and she told me about this job program and said I should try it out. But first, she suggested I get a janitorial position here in the building, cleaning it, because I've been trying to find a job on my own, and it's kind of been stressful and stuff like that. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful, and I know this is going to come out the wrong way, but I just don't see in my 5-10 year plan being a janitor.
Yeah, I could relate to that. Definitely, I could relate to that, Bob.
Yeah.
And the janitorial part. Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
janitorial job too. It was,
The smelly mop water, and particularly when you put the ammonia in it,
yeah.
it's just not for me. So I got more involved in the job program.
Well, that's interesting, Bob. Let me just make sure I understand correctly what you're telling me. You were looking for a job on your own there for a while, and you were struggling with that,
Really strong.
really struggling, and your case manager then suggested, hey, we have this janitorial work program.
Yeah.
And you said, okay, even, it sounds like you absolutely don't like that kind of work.
No, not really. As I said, my case manager suggested it. She said, it helped me rebuild up my resume because I kind of lost some of my job skills.
And what's your current situation now with that? Are you just staying in that job?
Yeah, I'm not getting paid as much as I used to because they cut back on their budget. And that's really not cool because I kind of need money to get around and stuff like that. So I met with my employment specialist, and now I'm looking for real work. We meet about once or twice a week right now, maybe sometimes 3 times a week, and we go out and fill job applications, and she'll do stuff for me online too.
So what now kinds of work are you looking at?
Well, I met with my employment specialist, and she knows I like theater and films, and so we looked at some movie theaters for usher jobs.
You're going to get us passes, right?
Yeah.
We'll all get in line for that.
Yeah.
And then we also looked at some theater jobs like front of the house and usher jobs at bigger theaters.
That's great.
And Bob, have you provided disclosure so your employment
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't want that. No.
Okay.
There's too many people out there that are biased and have certain opinions on people with mental illness, and I just want that. I want to get stuff on my own merit.
I see. Okay. So how is she helping you in the job search then?
Well, she does go and help me fill applications about once or twice a week, and also does them online. But she, when they ask, why is she filling out this application, she said she's just a friend helping me out because my handwriting's not too good.
Okay. And about how often are you meeting with her?
Regularly, it's about once or twice a week, but sometimes it's even 3 times a week.
Oh, really? Okay. And where do you usually meet?
I usually meet her here, but she'll pick me up and we'll go out to different restaurants. And we just went out the other day to a sushi restaurant, and I brought home a extra plate of sushi because I really like it.
Well, that sounds great. Sandy, I don't think I have any more questions. Do you have anything to contribute? Or
I
add
have
here?
one. I have one more question. I'm just wondering that if you could provide the agency with any recommendations or suggestions about the services that you get here, is there something that you would suggest?
Yeah, I got a big one. I can reach my employment specialist on her phone because I've got her speed dial on my phone, but I think they should bring in interns.
Yeah.
And they could help the employment specialists take the
Yeah,
load
I'd
off.
have to agree with Bob on that. They're very busy people.
And they could focus on helping us with our resumes and our cover letters.
Yeah, I agree with Bob on that.
And stuff like that. Maybe even pretend they're employer and give us interview skills.
That's a very interesting idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other ideas?
No.
No? Okay. Well, thank you all so much. We really appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Really.
Thank you guys
Yeah,
very, very
thanks.
much. It's been a pleasure to spend time with you and talk with you.
Okay, thank you.
Meeting with clients always brings me back to the most important reason that we're here. helping this agency to provide effective employment services so people can achieve their employment goals. There was a great deal of information in this meeting.
Well, all of the clients were at different places with their work goals, but there were some common themes. Where should we start?
Well, Sandy, I heard some examples of employment specialists following client preferences, such as types of jobs, not handling money at work, working close to home, and not working with fast food. Some good information for the Fidelity item, individualized job search.
I agree, but with one notable exception. We heard from one person who was steered into the janitorial program at the agency, even though he does not like janitorial work. It was good to hear that he is now working with an employment specialist to find real work, as he described it. That will fit with his personal preferences.
Important observation, Sandy. And that's a great quote to use in the summary report. We heard that some clients have chosen to disclose that they have a mental illness during the job development process, while some clients are choosing not to disclose. In both cases, employment specialists are still working with clients and honoring clients' choices. This, plus other information we'll find in the client's records, will help us score the Fidelity item disclosure.